I'm not fixed that on purpose, but I'm fixed that I'll get something.
Give me a moment. Okay, we have seen how the modeling view works yesterday for this particular data set. Again, for a different data set, we'll explore again how to further work on that. But then now let's get back to this data. Now let's do something to this, what do you say, points table, right? So let me remove this, let me get it back. Okay. Assuming you all are new to Power BI. So I want to add a table into this view. This is report view. Okay. In this report view, if I want to add any table, okay, on the right side, you see this visualizations pane. Under that, you have multiple graphs or charts over here. Okay. And then you have something called as format your report page. Okay. So we will see one after the other. But suppose first I want to take the table. Table is something here. This is metrics. What is metrics also we'll see later. But first I want to take table. Before getting the table onto the screen, always click on this. This is called as canvas. Okay, click somewhere on the canvas. Then get your table. Once the table is in, okay, I want to make the points table visualization. So which column I need to take? Okay, I can go into my table view. I can see my points table. Okay, ranking is one. Team also I want. Number of matches played, one, lost. Okay, tie also, but there is no tie data. Let us take that also. And points and net run rate will take. Okay, so I'll go back to my report view. Click. Okay, now if you want to add any column into this table, click on this table and go select the columns that you want to take. Like suppose I want to take team first. You can drag like this and drop it over here under columns. Or you want to remove this, you can click directly on cancel here, this cross button. Okay. Or I can go here, first select on this table, go here, choose this selection box here, and this column will be added here. Okay. I want team, rank also, ranking, might be ranking I'll get first and then followed by, okay. If I want to move any column above and below, I can just hold it and just drag it above and below. And then I want to see how many matches are played. Okay, and then I want to see one lost and net run rate is sufficient. Okay, right. Now might be this is a little. Can everyone see the data now? Yeah, right. So this is very straightforward. You might have seen in a lot of YouTube videos also, but it's okay. Right. So now I've added the data into this table, and here automatically it is showing me the ranking, team, followed by matches, one lost, net run rate. These are the columns that I've chosen, and accordingly these have popped up into the table. But what if now in this table I am having in some order? Okay. So now I'm having ranking number 6 in first position, Afghanistan in first position, Australia, Bangladesh. So what it has done, which is the order that it has sorted? So if you click on this three dots here on this visualization, you have the option of sort by, and okay, sort by. So I want to sort it by what? First, I want to see any table in ranking wise. Okay, I want to sort by ranking. In default, it has sorted this by alphabetical order of team. Okay, but I want ranking. Now I have sorted it by ranking. So in default ranking, what it has done, it has done in descending order. If you see 10 is first, in India is last. I mean, this one is last. So click on this three dots again. You have the option to sort by ascending order. Okay, click on this. So what it will do now, in ranking column, I am sorting by ranking column. I am sorting by ascending order. Okay, so yeah, now what it has done, now it is showing me in ranking order, that too in ascending. So India, the team which is sitting in number 1 position, is coming on rank 1, followed by the other countries. Okay, this is also fine. But here you want to format this table, let's do that. But I don't like this alternate color here. Okay, it's a personal choice. Or see, any color or any custom theme in the visualizations are depending upon your organization, the place where you work. They have a custom theme, they have a custom color. You have to follow basing on that theme only and that color only. They will have a specific header color, they will have a specific primary color, they will have a secondary color. You should always go by that colors only. In YouTube, you see a lot of fancy colors, colorful videos, colorful Power BIs and all. But end of the day, that wouldn't work in your work environment. It is all like you should follow your organization theme. Until unless you make it for your learning, you make it very colorful, that is a different story. So if I want to format this a little, I have to choose this table under visualizations only. You see, under this visualizations only, go click format your visual. Okay, here this one, second option, format your visual. So I told you I don't like this alternate color. I want to remove this alternate color, this gray shade in alternate rows. So I have so many options. Like I see, I have style preset, I have grid, I have values, but where it is sitting, this alternate color, right? You have to open each and every tab to see where that alternate color background is sitting. Or through experience, you will remember, okay, I know under values, alternate background color is showing, right? I flip this color to white or something else, that custom theme, that will automatically change. But for a person to open all these tabs and see, it is a little tedious only. So what I'll do, there is a search option here. I'll type, I know it is alternate color, alternate row. So I'll type ALT. Okay. So automatically it is showing me alternate text color or alternate background color. Yes, alternate background color. I want to change it to white. Convenient. That is where Power BI is very convenient in visualizations. So I've searched for this alternate and then automatically it showed. No, you don't like that. Under values only, you go, you open this alternate background color is here. Or you can search for any option that you want to see. It will be in very common English language only. You can search for that. Automatically it will start to show. Right, that is done. Now, alternate background color is gone. What if I want to color my header row? Okay. Is it column headers? Tell me. I want to change the background to blue. Okay. I want to change the background to white. Text color to white. I want to change it to bold. Okay. And then might be the font is a little, okay, let it be 10 only. We'll modify if we need it. Okay. Any questions here until now? Right.
Abhishek, sorry. Initially, I missed 3-4 minutes, and yesterday I think I left over at exactly 8 o'clock.
Uh-huh.
Where you are making connecting the third table, like in the in the
Hmm.
uh,
Power BI
like connecting
model view.
three models, like connecting each one. I left over there, and today
Hmm.
morning, like you started, like I started 3 minutes late. Can you initially show me how we take this table? Like,
Sir, that would be a
y-
repeat for everyone. So if you have left early or you have joined late, it's always a better option. You go back and watch the YouTube video. I can help you out now, but if that is the case, like you have missed a few minutes or you have left early for some other personal work, it's always like good that you watch the YouTube video which is uploaded. But for right now, what
okay.
did you miss yesterday?
So we came like the third table. You were
Okay,
matching
venue
to
column.
connect the third. Yeah,
Okay, so
you are
transform
done the
data.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Like
Okay, under delivery stable, this is the venue column. Okay,
correct.
this one.
Yeah, yes, we split into two columns,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like made
Hold
after
on.
comma we removed up to there. I was there.
Okay, split column by delimiter. Okay, and then I want to split it by comma because comma is the
Yeah,
one that is separating it. Okay, and then I
yeah,
told I'll change the column name to venue and the second column name to city. Correct.
yeah,
And whatever task you have done, so that you remember, I told you rename it to
yeah.
split of venue column.
Correct.
Okay, right, and click close and apply. Yeah, that is what I told. And then
Yeah,
let it save. So it'll automatically save. Right. And here I want to match this venue column with venue column. So what I've done, I'll drag this venue onto this venue.
okay.
Okay. So now it will show, okay, matches table, delivery table, venue column, many to many relationship. Save. So if you click on this, it will highlight both the venue columns that are mapped. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So the join is made. After that, I kept it aside and then I came. We will go back to that.
Okay.
So here now, what I showed is take this table and I wanted to create a points table first initially. Okay.
We
Understood, sir?
taken
Any
from
further
visuals.
question?
Yeah, we
Here
taken it
under
from visual.
visualization, under table, and then I just drag the columns.
Okay. Then I
Here, hold,
understand.
drag,
Yeah, yeah,
hold, drag. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Now,
You can go ahead now.
okay,
Yeah.
right. So now I don't like the name ranking. Might be let's name it to rank only. Or yeah, I don't like the name ranking. Might be rank is a better option. So I can double click on this column here and keep it to rank. Edit, enter. So now it is showing rank. Okay. Or still the column, if I hover onto this, it will show me this column is coming from 2023 World Cup points table. The column name is ranking. You see on the hover. There is a pop-up and it is showing that column. Or I can go and double click on this column only, and I can change the column name to rank. So what happens in the data set itself, the column name will change to rank. Here, when I hover onto rank, it will show me as points table rank column. So if you modify the column name in columns under visualization, suppose I don't like this net run rate in full, I want to keep it to NRR. I can double click on this and type it as NRR. So it will start to show me as NRR. But the original column name will remain same. If you modify in the visualization pane, the original column name will still remain same in the table. But if you want to modify in the table itself, you can go here, right click and rename, or you can just double click and change it to NRR. When you modify in the table itself, the column name will change completely. Okay. But if you modify in the visualization, it will modify just for the sake of visualization. Okay. Any questions here? Right. Then let's take one more table. The same thing. The same thing I want to do for a column chart, right? Suppose I want to take this clustered column chart on the top. Okay, why I always say click on the white canvas, go and pick any visualization. If you were if you have already selected this table, okay, and you go and by mistake select any chart here, your table setup will be gone. Okay, so before doing any modification, any further addition of any visualization, always click on the canvas and go do some modification. So how to get it back is do Control Z. Okay, your table is back. So always before making any selection in visualization pane, click somewhere on the canvas, then go get your whatever column chart or bar chart, whatever you want to bring, or any other visualization that you want to bring. I'm clicking here, I'm going here, bringing it. Okay, now I want to take team. Where is my team? Okay, team in x-axis, and y-axis I want to take how many matches won, how many matches lost. Where is lost? Okay, now can someone tell me, India has won 9 matches, right? India has lost 0 matches, correct? Even similarly, South Africa, you have 7 matches won, 2 matches lost. Why the problem here now? It is starting to show everything is same, even won and lost. Keep it interactive. I want people to interact so that it's very convenient. Tell me, anyone take a guess why it is showing same for both won and lost? Light blue shade is won, dark blue shade is lost, but all the teams across it is showing equal in charts columns. It is not showing any difference. It should have shown 9 and 0 for India, no?
So
And
it is
7 and 2
taking
for
it's taking count, only just count. It's not summing up, right?
yes, sir. Correct. You are exactly right.
Yeah.
Now, how to flip that? Correct, no? So
Yeah.
before I do that, this canvas background and the front views, I mean the charts that I'm taking, both are same. Always keep the background in a lighter shade, so it is convenient for us, more visually pleasing also. But again, it's a personal choice or a company's choice what theme they want. So if I want to change the canvas background, go click on the canvas background, go on this format your report page. You have the option of canvas background. Okay, I'll keep it to some lighter gray only. It's easy on eyes. And once you change the color also, it will be still white. Reduce the transparency to almost 0, then you will start to see the original color which I have applied. Okay, now here, so if as Mr. Tarak Ram has mentioned, won and lost, it is putting count here. That's why it is showing equal for all of it. But I have to flip it to some aggregation so that I will know how many matches India has won or how many matches India has lost or any other team. So beside this column, you see a downward arrow. In this downward arrow, you click on this. And then because I want to take a sum field. Let's take it a sum. And then for lost also, I want to make it sum. Okay. Now the aggregation is changed to sum. It is showing me how many matches India has won. It will add 1 plus 2 plus 3 like that. And finally 1, 1, 1, 1. And it will add all the 9 matches. And then it is showing me 9. If I was taking count, what it will do? It will just count India is present one time. And then it was starting to show me India is present one time. And all the teams also it was showing me 1. Okay. But the aggregation should be chosen properly. How you can modify the aggregation is click on this downward arrow and then modify this downward arrow to sum. So it will start to show me 9. How will I know this is 9? Okay, on the y-axis there is a 10 over here and it is a little lesser than that. So it is 9. Or when you hover onto this, it will show me sum of 1 is 9. Right? So instead of this on this column charts only, I want to see the number 9 or how many matches have been lost. So click on your canvas. I mean this one, this chart. Go format your visualization. Okay, you have something called columns here, or below that there is data labels. Enable this. Okay, now the numbers are starting to reflect 9 and 0, but the bars are a little bolder and the text is little lighter. So what you can do, you can play with your text. So position, it is automatically it is somewhere lying on this graphs, but I want to keep it to inside. So it will start to show inside on this bar. Now this text also, I want to make it a little bolder, this 9, 7 and all. So under value, you have the bold option on text, do it. So yeah, a little convenient, little better to read also. So you see, India has won 9 matches. There is no lost here. And then Australia 7, 2, 7, 2, 5, 4 like that. Any questions here? Anyone? Okay. Now, I don't like this sum of 1, sum of last. Aggregation, I don't want to see. If I have aggregation, what will happen every time I do an aggregation, it will show me sum of particular column, sum of particular column, or count of particular column, average of particular column. I don't want that option. I don't want the aggregation to be shown all time. What can you do? One example that I've just shown you how to rename the columns. Any one of you can tell me?
Yeah, I think you
Wo-
can subtitle. You can change it in subtitle,
Okay.
right?
Any other
I
option?
think in Canvas, you can go and um, change the names. Yesterday, I think you said that.
Okay. Any other? Okay. All right. For this aggregation, no, there is a shortcut. File, option settings, options. There will be a pop-up. Wait. Okay. And on this report settings, okay, current file, report settings, you scroll down. Default summarization. For aggregate field, always show the default summarization type. Because this option is selected, it is always showing me what aggregation that I am doing. I can remove this checkbox. Click on OK. Okay. Now let me bring back the columns. Last one, properly arranged into y-axis. Hold on. Some why it has come. Let me go back. Let me go back to options. Let me, okay, report settings. For okay, I have removed this report settings. It should have gone by now. Why? That's the option. Okay, this is the default option. Okay, when you remove this, it should not show you sum of 1, sum of last. but let me do that. Okay, I'll close this, get it back so that the changes are applied. Let me get it. Hold on. Give me a moment. Okay, in the meanwhile that opens, next what I want to do is, on the other report, I'll show you what I want to do. We can discuss on that. Next, what I want to do is, I want to calculate number of sixes. Okay, but in the data set, if I go into deliveries table, I don't have any column which says it is until here only, until when you are sitting. I have the column which is called runs of bat only. Okay, I don't have any column which says, okay, I have under runs of bat, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't have a column called sixes. How can I calculate this column sixes? Any guess? Anyone? Basing on this column, I want to calculate whenever it is a 6 and mark it as a 6 so that I will know how many number of sixes have been scored in this tournament. How can I do that? Just think about it. In the meanwhile, I open this visualization. Anyone?
Create a
Take a guess.
calculated field.
Correct.
Yeah,
How
when
can I
it's
calculate?
6. Yeah, when the runs at bat is 6, I'll make the sixes as 1.
Correct. You are right. Just a moment. What happened to Power BI? It is opening. The problem is I have two versions of Power BI because yesterday I installed one more version through Microsoft App Store. I'm having two versions of Power BI. That's why this problem for me. Okay, you also don't install two versions. Keep only one version because I have downloaded through website link. This is the one version. This is the Microsoft Store app. You keep only one. That's sufficient. Did I make you understand what I was speaking about? If you have only one version, you can ignore what I said. Okay. So now let me go back and check whether this is working. Options and settings, options. Under report settings, I removed for aggregate fields. Now I'll try one more time, see whether that change is applying. One and then lost. Still it is showing up. I have other way to do it. I can do sum of one, sum of lost. And then because that pop-up checkbox that is not working for me, what I can do, I can modify here one and lost. But that aggregation checkup will pop up once you remove this, that sum of one, sum of lost should have not come here. There is some bug in the latest version that you can ignore for now. Okay, this is also done. So the question, okay, before I go into that success calculation also, let me finish that net run rate also. so that this points table charts are completed. So I will take again this bar chart now, click somewhere on the canvas, take the bar chart. Okay, I want it at the bottom. I want to do it team and then followed by net run rate. Okay, net run rate, let me put into x-axis. Okay, now again the same problem for us. It is taking count as your default aggregation. So go here, make it to sum. Okay, right. And then as I showed you, I want to enable the data labels, format your visualization, go select the data labels to be on, and then I want to keep it position to be inside. There is position here inside, values a little bolder. Yeah. Now I want to custom format this. Correct. The positives to be green, negatives to be red. How I can do? Let's discuss that. So these are bars, right? And these are values. So I can go to bars. The default color that is applied is blue. Okay. I want to make it to custom formatting. So take this FX and then under this FX, I have rules and it is based on team. No, I want to base it on net run rate. Net run rate. It is defaulting to count summarization. No, I want it to be sum. Then if the value is greater than 0, is it percent? It is a number, no? Here 0.7, 0.8, 1.3, these are numbers. If the value is greater than 0 number and the maximum value in this points table is 2.6. So can I make the maximum number to be some 5? Can I? And keep this greater than 0 to be green. I don't have green here, very visibly clear. So then more colors, choose green, choose here. Okay. If it is greater than, if the value of sum of NRR is greater than or equal to 0 as a number and less than 5, make it green. And I want a new color that is red when it is less than 0, that I want it to be red. Okay. New rule. Okay. When it is less than 0, this is the maximum value. As a number, I want it to be more colors. Red, red. Okay. I should keep it to what is the minimum value greater than. Might be I'll choose it as -5 and keep it to number. That means when it is greater than 0 to 5, it will be green color. When it is -5 to 0, it will be red color. But don't forget to choose this whether it is a percentage or a number. Basing on that only this format, first term formatting will work. So if I click on OK now, done. Anyone did not understand? Similar like Excel only. But if you have understood, that's good. Again, this aggregation, I don't like this.
Is there option like you selected 5, right? Is there option
Hmm.
to parameterize like I don't want to do that hard coding. Like, can I get it
Hmm.
from the
Hmm.
max value of the NRR field and min value of the NRR field, something like that?
You just need to go remove this number. Maximum, minimum.
That is simple.
That's it. It's basing on your data. I know that question would come. That's why I've intentionally left it like that. But a good question. So it will be in default 100% and 0%. Even though I remove anything, it will show me max. But in default, it will keep it to 100. Okay. Any questions? Right. That was nice. This is also done. Now, okay, let's get to our question, runs of bat. Okay, here. Where is runs of bat? Here. Transform data. I should go to transform data first. Delivery table. And yeah, this is my column. So I know on the second delivery of the tournament, this guy Bearstaw has hit a 6. And on the fifth delivery of the match, he scored a 4. But in this, I don't have a column called 6s or 4s. But I know on second delivery he scored 4 or 6 or how many, whichever batsman they have scored. I want to create a custom column and basing on the column runs of bats so that I know when it is 6 and when it is a 4. So there is something called as add column here under transform data. Click on add column and I will take column from examples. I don't know any coding. I don't know anything. I'm very new to all this programming and coding and Power BI. So you can take this add column from example. But before doing that, always choose your column that you want to work on. This is my base column. I have already highlighted this. I'll go into add column from example from the selected column. Okay, the column that I have highlighted from selection. So what will happen? Runs of bat, which is my original column, and there is a new custom column that is being calculated, column 1. So what I told you that whenever it is a 6 only, mark it as 1. I don't know. I lost the name in that teams. Even that madam explained that whenever it is a 6, I'll mark it as 1, if not 0. Yeah. So whenever it is a 6, I'll mark it as 1, if not a 0. So for 0, I will type in 0 here. Okay. The moment I typed in something, here you see it is trying to write something automatically. Power BI is trying to write a formula. And now for a 6, what I will do, I will double click here and I will type 1. Okay, then again it modified the formula here, runs of bat by 6. Okay, now what has happened for a 1 run, it is showing 0.16. That means runs of bat by 6, that is 1 by 6, it is 0.16. No, that is not what I want. I want only when it is a 6 to be 1, if not to be a 0. So for 1, I will type a 0. Okay, now what is the formula that it is writing? If runs of bat is equal to 6, then 1, else if runs of bat is equal to 1, then 0, else runs of bat. Okay, it has written some custom formula, but still my task is not done. Even for 4 also it is showing as 4. No, I don't want that. So what I will do, I'll type in 0. Now you see, automatically it has written a formula. If runs of bat greater than or equal to 6, then 1, else 0. Will this solve my problem? Yes, no. Even on a no ball, if he is hitting a 6, he will get 7 or some other runs, right? So whenever it is a 6, it is a 6 for me. So my task is done without even knowing any custom formula or any knowledge of any programming or Power BI. I just went here, I added this column from example, and basing on that, I just typed in a few numbers 2-3 times, and it is writing the formula for me. So yeah, my formula worked. If runs of bat greater than or equal to 6, it is a 1, else 0. Then I'll click OK. And then this custom column, which just I have created, I will mark it as success. Any questions here? Anyone?
Just one thing in the table, we added the column and we modified it. Can we modify in the existing ones itself?
No. I was creating a custom column, no sir.
Correct.
In the existing column, yeah, you can modify here. If you right click, you want to replace any value, you have the option of replacing values. You can go modify this column also. I can modify 6 to be some 1 or something, but end of the day, you can't do that.
But it's only replace, but we cannot modify the just
No,
one
you
cell.
cannot type anything here.
Okay.
Basing on this column, I was creating this column.
Mhm.
Okay. So that's an easy way. You don't need to think any logic or something. I was just putting some numbers. I know what is needed to be done. I was putting some numbers and automatically it wrote the formula for me. So as I mentioned yesterday, I added custom column. This was the column which I wrote. If you see, forgetting that column, even though I went into add columns, custom column from example, and I wrote in the background, what has happened is it has added a conditional column where if runs of bat greater than or equal to 6, then 1, else 0. If I would have written if condition and written a column for this, I would have written this formula. Okay, but Power BI wrote this formula on its own, basing on that add column from examples. Anyone? Do not understand? Okay, if you have understood, that's great. And then, as I told you yesterday, always for anything that you make a change, keep a note so it is easy for you. Later on, you come back to this report, you understand. Added custom column. Instead of that, you can just say rename success calculation. Okay, so you'll remember here I calculated success. Okay, shall I do for 4 also? Yes, let me do. Add column. Anyone wants to help me on this? How will we do? We'll do the same way or we will do some other way? It's okay. Someone speak up.
Your
Do
thought.
it in some other way. We know
Yeah.
the one what we did it already.
Okay. Add column, custom column. Then you need to write formula. Okay. Force. Okay. I have to write the formula. If what is my column basing on runs of bat? Greater than no is equal to 4. Then what? Then 1, else 0. Okay. I just wrote in a simple if condition. If runs of bat is equal to 4, then 1, else 0. And at the bottom, if there is no error, it will say no syntax errors have been detected. Okay, this is the column name, this is the formula. And if there was any error, no, suppose I went ahead and wrote instead of 1, I wrote quotes. I'm taking it as a string. It will show you that there is some error, but it is not 100% perfect error. It will show you click on show error. Nothing popped up. Token literal expected. You will not even understand there is some error around here, but I wanted to be put it as a number. Okay, if runs of bat is equal to 4, then 1, else 0. So whenever it is a 4, it is a 4. If not, it is a 0. Clear? Click on OK. So a custom column, fifth ball, it was a 4. So it is a 4. Okay. Now there is a slight problem for this column. This column, okay, let it be. I'll close and go back. We will see what is the problem. Come back in. Let it apply. Okay. Under deliveries table, I created 2 columns. One is sixes here, one is fours. The sixes column, there was no problem here. You see, it is showing me a sigma symbol in front of it. It is a decimal number or a whole number, but end of the day, it is a number field, right? But the fours column, I don't have any sigma symbol in front of it. Okay. It cannot be taken as a number field. You start to take it will start to show as a text field. You will not get a proper calculation. So we have to convert this column to be a number field because that is 1 or a 0. So what I can do, there are two or more ways. You can click on this column, go modify the data type here only whole number. It is 1 or 0. Or you can go back to your transform data. Deliveries table. Scroll to the column which you have created, force column. It is showing ABC123. That means it is neither a string, neither a number. That's why it was showing as a text field only over there. So automatically it did not populate to be a number field. You can change type, keep it to whole number. Okay, now 1, 2, 3. The problem is solved. Even for 6 also it is not a decimal number column. So I can modify, right click, whole number. Okay, 6 is a whole number, 4 is a whole number, close and apply. Okay, now what to do? Right, so did I close transform data? Yes, it is done. So now I want to know how many 6s have been scored. Might be I'll drag this a little down. Okay, under visualizations I want to take number card. Okay, this one, number card. Click somewhere in the canvas before you do anything. Go take the number card. Okay, I want to know how many 6s. 644. I can take the number card one more time, or I can just directly copy this, paste it one more time. It will duplicate it, remove the 6s column, put the 4s column. Okay, and you want to format this. Let's do a little. I will keep it to CQ.
Can you put it in one one table itself?
One table means, sir,
Like
multi-row card.
the card, yeah, multi card, the card itself.
Multi-row card I will use in a moment, but if you want to do the same,
Okay.
6s and 4s, it wouldn't make sense for you. Okay, it will come, but end of the day, it's not that effective for a multi-row card. Okay, we will use multi-row card also now in some time. Okay, I'll remove that. Then I want to format this. Okay, display units as might be a blue because the bottom blue, and it is a number field automatically, not a decimal value. That is also fine. Category label, if I turn off, it will not show at the bottom. But if I keep the category label at the bottom, it is showing me 6. Might be I want to have a title. I'll turn this off. I'll go into general, title, it is turned off, enable, 6s. Now you get a title here. Take it to CQE only. Might be a little increase in the font, bold, middle alignment. Come on, yeah. 6s at the center. Might be the text color also is a little blue. Yeah, okay. Instead of a rectangle, might be a little curved rectangle. Yeah. So what I can do, FX, visual border, enable, open, rounded corners, might be a 10. Okay. So you see, this will be a little curved rectangle rather than a straight rectangle. Now the same formatting, why will I use again? I will not go here, type in everything here. Click here, take this format painter, apply here. Okay, it is applied. But what is missing? Only the title is missing. What you need to do? Click on this one, go into general, title, open, force. Simple. Now adjust your size of this one. Any questions? What I've done? Okay. Now I want to have runs of bat also total. So what I'll do, duplicate this, put it here, and then instead of this field of 6s, I'll take runs of bat. Okay. The header is still the 6s because I've duplicated this. What I need to do, click on format your visual, go on to general, open title, it is runs of bat, total runs. Okay, but it is showing as 23k. I don't want the number to be 23k. I want it to be a total number. visible. So under visual, go into callout value. Here you see display units are auto. Go here, choose it as none. Cool. Anyone did not understand? Or I was a little fast? No? Yes? Right. Good. So now I want to take multi-row card, as even sir was asking. I'll click somewhere on the canvas. I'll take a multi-row card. Where multi-row card comes into more uses, I'll take this. I want to see the batsman. Okay, it is named as striker here. Okay, striker. Then I want to know how many runs they have scored. Runs of bat. So now in default it is sorted basing on alphabetical order of the batsman name, but I want to base it on runs. Click on these three dots, sort by runs of bat, and then it is coming in ascending order. 0 runs first. I want in descending order. So Virat Kohli is here. Right now, same I want to do for bowler also. Okay, for a batsman it was easy for me. I had runs of bat. I choose the batsman name. I just drag in the runs of bat, so the number is coming for me. But for bowler, if I see delivery stable, I have the bowler name. I have runs of bat, extras, wide, no ball, by, leg by, penalty, whatever wicket type. But I don't have any direct column like how many number of wickets he has taken. I have wicket type column. If I see in wicket type, it is having bold, caught and bold, LBW, something like that. Will it work for me? Let's see. Even I will take one more. Might be I'll duplicate this only. So the formatting is also there. Okay, I'll go to Virat Kohli. Here the second visual, I'll remove him. And then I will take bowler. Where is bowler? Bowler here. Okay, then I will take wicket type. Okay, now the problem is, you see, wicket type bold, caught, it is coming, but not as a number. Correct. What can I do? So I can go to my visual. Might be I'll try here on wicket type. Do I have summarize? For a number field, I was having some, we saw here, no? We saw here summarize, some, average, minimum, maximum, and we were getting a default as count, correct? But here now, for this bowler, I am having wicket type, no? Under that, I am getting to know whether he has taken caught, bowled, whatever it is. But I click on this wicket type summarize. I don't have any summarize fields, no? I don't have some, average, minimum, maximum. Why? I'm having only first to last count. Anyone wants to take a guess why it is so?
Not a numerical field.
Correct. That is the right answer only. Because it is not a number field. If you see here, wicket type is not a number field. Where is that W? Wicket type is not a number field. So for a text field, you will not have sum. You can't do a sum on text field. So what you can do on a text field, you can do only first, last, and count. But count will not give you correct answer. It will tell you how many bowls that bowler has bowled, even for a one null run, 0 run, or something like that. Right? So this does not work for me. I have to create a custom column to get to know how many wickets a bowler has taken. Okay, so what we can do, go to transform data. Delivery table. What is my base column? Wickets type column. This one. Okay. Now, if you see, there are bold, caught and bowl and all, and there is blank also. Okay. So what we want to do? I want to create a custom column. Now this is a little tricky. Okay. Column from example. Might be it is very difficult because there are many blank values. I go type everywhere, search. Might be I will take custom column only. Okay, I want to say wickets. Again, the same logic. If the wicket type field is not blank, then it is a wicket. Else it is a 0. Correct? So if wicket type field, okay, what is my column name? Here I will take, if wicket type field, does it work? Does this syntax work? Is not blank. No, it will not work. Or I write is equal to empty space, then 1 else 0. It will also not work.
Null or null.
Okay, is it a null? Is null. Okay, I'm saying okay, if wicket type is null, then a 0 else 1. Yeah, if it is not a null, I will say 1. Okay, syntax also no problem, no syntax error. It is saying everything is fine. You go ahead, click OK. But the problem, did it get solved? For everything as null, it should have given me a 0, no madam. I will go check the formula also once. If wicket type is null, then 0 else 1. It should have come as 0. But you see here it is null, but I am getting 1. But let me choose any value under this. I choose a bold. What is coming up? For bold also I am getting 1. That means the formula did not work. Why? Because this is not null. This is blank. Okay, this is not null. This is blank. So I'll right click on this. Replace values. This with null. Empty. Nothing. Null. Now I will remove the previous step. Here, added custom. I'll bring it down. Might be, let's see. Now it worked. Wicket type is null. It is showing as a 0. If it is some other value, bold, it is 1. The formula worked. Did I make you guys understand, or is it a little tricky? Tell me, anyone did not understand? Wicket type is null. It is a 0. If it is something else, it should come as 1. It is working, and it is coming as ABC123. So you know the drill for that. Right click, change type, whole number. Anyone did not understand the last step of wickets? Yes, madam. You can unmute and speak, madam. I don't generally watch. Yeah, Deepthi.
So here, the null value is not considered as a null.
Your voice is breaking, madam.
Now, sir, is it audible?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I can speak, but not that clear. I can understand. Yeah, speak.
Okay. Here, the null value is not considered as a null value. Do we need to do it as a
Okay.
null?
There is a difference between a blank and a null. That's what I wanted to show. Generally,
You mean to say there
what
is
do
a
you say?
space? Blank.
No, that is a blank. It's not a space also. You see,
Okay.
it calls it as blank. It is not null. So I had to specifically tell Power BI in your data set, replace the values. I did not type any space here. I did not put any space here. It was just empty field. Then I went and wrote null intentionally. That whenever there is an empty blank, you take it as null. Then Power BI understood, okay, for null I am writing a formula. Otherwise, the presumption is okay, we will understand whenever it is blank, it is a null. No, I wanted to show you that is the difference between a blank and a null. Okay.
Means in the database, we consider it as a null only, right?
That's the
Probably,
difference. That's the
in Power BI,
difference.
it will work in that way.
Even on database also, madam, you write it as a null only, it will come as a null, no? But in default,
If there is a blank, for suppose you are trying to load from the Excel,
blank and null,
uh,
both are same.
if in case
You
any space was given, then it
that's
might
the problem.
consider.
Yeah. Correct. But that presumption we should not have in Power BI. That's the takeaway that I'm giving. Okay.
Okay, then we have to look after all the data columns.
All the
Whenever
data
there
columns.
is,
That's why, see, the
at the time of
main,
loading itself, I believe.
it's about individual, madam. I generally like to first clean all my columns. I want to focus on data set. Then I go finally build my visualizations. But for few people, they might like, okay, I will build this visualization, then go to that column, then bother about that column. It's about individual preference how they want to do. But when you have to create a custom column basing on some other column, these kind of things happen. And sometimes we don't even understand why that formula is not working, because it was all straightforward. It was correct also. Correct. Because I know
But
blank
sir,
and null are different. It worked for me.
here you took around 1,000 rows, right? But when we load the
No, no,
data,
no.
there
This is
might be
preview. This
huge
is
data.
preview.
This
This is
is just a
preview. Preview is always
okay.
1000 on rows only, but actually it is
Okay.
26,000 rows.
But
You connect
from the
million also, it will show
database, we
1000
might
only.
get huge now, sir. We get
That's what I'm
huge
saying,
data.
madam. Even you have millions also, preview will show 1000 only, but you are
Okay.
calculating for the entire table.
Okay, but sir, but suppose we are taking from the table itself, there might be huge data. Then
Yeah,
we cannot
175,
go and
200
check.
million.
So then we
Ah,
cannot go and check with all the columns
if you are
where there's
taking
a.
from table, no, madam, you can write select distinct values from so and so.
But in case if
You
the
can
column itself has some blank or then we have to do the filter there itself, conditions, and we have to do that. Okay, sir.
see, that will be a different discussion again for you, because if
That's
you are having 175 millions of record or 200 millions of record, you can't do it in Power BI. It
yes,
will
we have
crash.
to
It will not
clean before.
accommodate. You have to write it in database only. But a million or a 2 million or a 5 million people who are wanting to do data transformation within Power BI, it's for them. If you are in 100 million, why will I write in data? Sorry, Power BI. You can't write also. It won't even read that much amount of data. Then the only option is direct query. That anyways, that's a very later point of discussion where we understand import mode and direct query mode.
Okay,
But for right now, yeah. Anyone did not understand this wickets? Okay, that is done. I will close apply. I will go here for this bowler. I am having a question. I'll read that. Before that, I'll add this visualization. Where is my wickets column? Under W, I will drag it here. My problem is solved. I will sort it by wickets. And then I will say descending order. Yep, Mohammad Shami, 25 wickets. This is correct. I might be formatting a little. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead. What was the question? Can we use? No, sir. That will be considered as a space. It will not work. Madam, I guess, Ranjana. No, it won't work. And yeah, someone has already pasted the difference between a blank and a null. Yes, that's what I was telling. Any questions, anyone, until now? If no, I will save this. We'll meet back the next class. Thank you. Okay.
Thanks.
Hey,
Thanks.
Abhishek.
Thank you.
Yes, someone wanted to ask something.
Yeah, it's me, Sunil.
Yes, Sunil.
When we get our the content so we can start building Power
Okay.
BI? Yeah.
Good question, sir. So if you have already registered to the course,
Yes.
just speak to that admin. You just ping the admin that I have already paid the fees. Can you give me the access to the Google Drive?
Okay, got it.
They'll give you. And all this content, this source files, okay, the source files and this Power BIs will be already there over there.
And
Okay,
the
you want to
DAX
open
and everything. Okay.
DAX, everything, all the course content. If you have registered for Power BI, they'll give you Power BI Drive.
Yeah,
If
I
you
will
have
do. Yeah.
registered for data analytics, they'll give you data analytics Drive. And go there. Everything is present over there. You can play. If you don't understand, ask me. Where is the file?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will tell you.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you.
Hey Abhishek, I already asked for it, but they mentioned once once the
Batch is
um,
confirmed.
batch is confirmed,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
only
That's what.
they'll give.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will happen, madam. Might be the demo sessions. I'll ask them to end today. If someone is interested in continuing with us, they can register. If you have already registered, no problem. If not, you register and then Monday on. Yeah, they'll create a new group with the people who have registered, and then they will give you the drive links and the access also.
Yeah.
Oh, there would be new link, I guess, right?
New WhatsApp group they'll create
Yeah, yeah, okay.
with the people who have registered.
Okay.
Okay, but
Sir?
the communication is through WhatsApp only, sir. You can speak to them. Yeah.
No,
Anyone?
I got you.
Okay. No other questions, or is there any question?
So this, so after this Power BI, then only you will start with Python, right?
Yes, madam. So first I'll finish Power BI for both of the batches. Then I will start. I'll take SQL most probably 5-6 days, and then Python.
That will be in
Is it
data
SQL also?
analysis.
I overlap, madam. Can you repeat the question and be a
That
bit
will be in
louder?
data analytics. That's fine. You have to
Yes,
opt for
yes.
that.
Yeah, if you want Python and SQL, you have to register for data analytics course.
Oh, the SQL falls in the
Data
analytics, not in here.
analytics, yes,
Not in here.
not in
Okay.
Power BI.
But you're gonna show how to pull data from SQL
Yeah,
Server.
I told you,
stuff.
that import
Yeah.
mode and direct query mode I'll show
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Power BI.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Videos, where are they located? Videos, those will be uploaded into YouTube, sir. And every day they'll give you that YouTube playlist, and that will also become a private playlist. So only people who have registered, they will have access.
I think they sent it on WhatsApp too, I think. Link.
Yeah. What is the cost of data? I don't know the conversion rate, sir. Might be $150 or something. You can know the conversion rate, or you speak in the admin group, they'll tell you. I expect it was 150 for data analytics or something. Yeah, good. Any other questions? If no, we'll meet back. Thank you.
All right, tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.